Right guys, let's have a look at 9. It says the diagram shows a sketch of the graph y equals f of x. Here it is here. We'll scroll down in a second. The graph passes through 3 points, minus 2, 0, 6, 0. These are the two roots. And also has a minimum at 2, 3. So let's go down and have a look at part A then and see what it asks us to do. So part A, sketch the following graphs using a separate axis for each graph. On my solutions, I'm just going to overdraw, if that's okay, but you'll need a separate sketch. In each case, you should indicate the coordinates of the stationary point and the coordinates of the point of intersection of the graph with the x-axis. Okay, so these 3 points that correspond in the new plot we'll have to mark off. Okay, then let's have a look at the problem then. So I've sketched f of x in here in grey, and I'm going to overlay now, because I've penciled it in really, and I'm going to draw f of x minus 3. Now this is f of x, and it goes through this point here. So when x is minus 2, f of minus 2 is 0. The output is 0. So what value of x would you need for there to be minus 2 here? Can you see that x would need to be 1? If that were 1, then you'd have f of minus 2, and that root value there would happen at 0. It would be a 0. So that happened when we put in 1 here for this function. So if I mark off 1, that should be where that point moves to. So can you see this shifts that point forward 3. Let's have a look at the 6, 0 before we get carried away. And we'll see what happens with that one, shall we? So let's just extend our axes. Like so. And there's the x-axis. Now the 6 noughts. What value of x in this would you need to get 6? Well, you'd need 9, wouldn't you? And when you put 9 in here, you'll get 9 minus 3 is 6. F of 6 is 0. Yeah, f of 6 is 0. So that happens at 9. So this point here, in effect, moves forward 3 to 9 and 0. So that's good. So can you see what happens with the 2, 3 then? If this one moves forward 3, this one moves forward 3, then clearly this one, every point's going to move forward 3. So we can simply just move that forward 3. That would move to here, wouldn't it? So I'm going to remove that, and I'm going to draw it in here. 2, 3. The x value would be 5, wouldn't it? Because you move forward 3, which would be here, say. So can you see what happens? There's that root. Here's 5 minus 3. Okay, so I'm going to try and sketch it now as best I can. The graph comes down, and then, whoops, and then goes up through there. That's supposed to be 1, 0. Okay then, and this is the graph of that. So what I'll do now, the stuff I penciled in before, I can just simply remove. And I've got my graph of f of x minus 3 for part A. Good.